Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, let's get into the TA. All right, so we're going to start here with SPY's daily time frame. Then we're going to go over QQQ. Let's try and run through these things quick because not much has changed on these charts. I do want to point out right now, during the last 4 trading sessions, you have a declining volume during our consolidation here. The same thing over here on QQQ. You have had this decreasing volume since we started consolidating up here. You had this big green bar, and then volume started going flat. So I do want to make that clear. We don't have a lot of anything going on up here. So even the price action that we are getting, it's not like it's high volume. So, you know, would you rather trust the high volume price action, or like the people, let's just say there's 1,000 volume versus 100,000 volume. Well, one has, you know, a sample size there of, you know, 100x the other one. Which one are you going to trust? So that's just the point I'm making here. We are just chilling here. As of right now, we are still here in the golden pocket here on SPY and QQ. So like I said, just chilling here in this golden pocket, consolidating here off of lower volume. We're preparing for the next move. Is the next move going to be up from here? Because I'm going to be quite honest, you have 2 lower wicks here. We're going to see how today's candlestick closes out in about 20 minutes. It's 3:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Does look like we do have a chance of going something like this. And like I pointed out, if you do get above the 0.786 fib here at 454 and you get a daily close above that level, I'm going to say we're likely coming up here to visit 460 again. Doesn't have to be the case, but you either get something like this, you're probably going to bust on up here, and it's going to go something like that. Or we from here can start to break down. You're going to come back. You're going to revisit 44811. If you don't find buyers at the level, which I think it's less likely to find buyers there, and it's more likely that we come down here underneath that level to 44522 and find buyers for there. And then are we just going to get a bounce to a lower high here? Maybe come up back up to 451.55. Come back up to the high here, double top, or we're going to hit it with a lower high and just do something like that off of 44811. And then we're going to come down here and break it. So those are really the two scenarios I'm watching out for. All right. There obviously is just us coming down here and then seeing a break above here, and then we're onto the way. And honestly, I think that's completely on the table at this point as well. All right, you had a lot of people betting on 430 down here. People were saying 420 when reality, guys, we didn't even hit 430, and people were saying, like, you know, all these bearish things. And, you know, this whole, again, with this rally, it's not justified. All right, not much has gone on behind the scenes to support it. Well, guys, we've been hearing things like that the whole entire time, and yet, you know, price is still going to do exactly what it wants to do. So we might as well just play level by level, just wait and see how things play out. And right now, we just got to literally sit in our hands. All right, I would say if you're going to try out shorts, this is the place to do so. All right, I would personally go with QQQ. All right, but I am looking at this right now, and SPY very easily can come back and revisit 44522, which was the breakout level, and then we could get that scenario right there. Okay, we got 3 scenarios. This is one of which that I think, you know, it is completely possible, considering with how much fear and doubt we had when you got down here. So, like, guys, maybe they pretty much, you know, they squeeze all, you know, all the bullishness out of you on this one right here. And then, you know, through our fear, the bottom was put in. All right, we did have all of the daily RSIs near 30. All right, so now I do want to just take the time, go over what is happening over here on Apple, because that did lead the charge over here. We could check out NVIDIA as well. And then I do have a trade idea for you guys. All right, so Apple still right underneath this 190.69 gap fill. I still think that's likely now that we're just kind of chilling up here. And if you come to the hourly time frame, you can see we literally have bounced on the zone 3 times now. All right, you had the gap up right there. You had a hammer candlestick form over here. You had a hammer right there. All right, guys, this was your heavily traded zone. This is where we were looking for sellers to step back in. Sellers did not step back in here. So now that we are above the heavily traded zone, it likely is going to be treated as a demand zone if we go down there and test it. So I do want to point that out. You could take a short off this 190.69 gap fill over here on Apple, or you could wait until the 0.786 fib. The 0.786 fib does align with this area of previous support, was strong support. You had quite a few touch points here. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 touch points off this one support. So we do know it's strong. If you do get up there, that is where sellers are very likely going to step in. So we're going to leave that line up there. All right. But I am looking for some type of correction here. Is it going to be a deep correction? I have absolutely no idea. Are we going to come down here and take out the low, just like I just pointed out on SPY? I have absolutely no idea. All right. All we could do is be prepared for these scenarios. We have these scenarios, and then we see things happening. We're like, oh, that is likely over those other things. So if we do end up, stalling out here around here, more likely probably going to be from this gap fill right here or this resistance up there, which is, guys, this $2.50 above. We'll have to see about that one. But yeah, I'm going to be watching this golden pocket here. Let's say we do stall out here right at this gap fill. The golden pocket is going to take us right back here to support. All right, before you lost it and you had to reclaim it here, break and retest going on right there. All right, so again, I mean, hey guys, things are lining up here. I think things are looking like better than they are worse at this point in time. All right, we can come over here and look at NVIDIA. It's almost back up at the highs, and I do want to point out break and retest after break and retest over here on this name. All right, this is my favorite strategy that I like to see on the board and play is the break and retest. And you have one right here on NVIDIA. You have two right here on NVIDIA. You have three right there on NVIDIA. What do we have? The fourth break and retest that I can see right here on this move up, right? So every single leg up here has came with a break and retest, and we now have the fourth one going on. Are we about to literally break above this resistance we established the other day up here at 497, 498-ish? Go a little something like that. All right. I don't know. But, I'm just pointing out that's what's been happening the whole time. If you do see us pop above here, look for the retest. There's your long signal right there. All right. Bullish hourly candlestick off to the retest of this level right there. All right. Next one we're going to take a look at. Let's take a look at what's going on with Goog again. All right. Strong breakout over here. If we get the retest, guys, all right, that's going to align with SPY just coming down a little bit, dipping down to probably this 445.22 level. Then us getting that bounce. All right. Move on over to Meta. Another name that's looking pretty good. It's just going level to level here. All right. Broke back above this level. Boom. Retested that. Boom. You went right to the next level. So above here, guys, you have 307 that's back on the table. The high of this candlestick over here. All right. Come over here to Microsoft. This guy's looking good. Above this resistance, you have pretty much nothing until you come all the way back up here to 351-ish. Right above that. Right about. Come on. Why is this not working? There we go. All right. You literally have nothing till you come all the way back up here to 351-ish. So, like I was pointing out, guys, things are looking good. All right. So, like, if you have a lot of pessimism out there, just kind of take a step back and look at the chart. So, this is one we brought up in the weekly look ahead on Sunday. If you are new here, just know we do live stream every single Sunday, and we take a look at least 10 setups that we could be keeping our eye out for going into the week. This week we had AMD to be paying attention to over 112, 113-ish. You got nothing all the way up to here to 117. I know another one we were taking a look at was over here on SQ. All right, you popped your head above there on SQ. Was there any other one? I don't think there are any other one else. I know ZOM, all right? ZOM got the put entry today and actually started reversing off this gap fill. All right, so you're coming into there. I didn't actually take this one myself, but that was on the watch list as well. Puts at 114.45. That was the gap from all the way back here. I think we're at least going to get a retracement back down to this 112 level right there. All right, so that's when you can be paying attention to. All right, entry already came and went. So there was that. But yeah, guys, all right, we got a lot going on over here, just on the like individual names, but and they look good. I'm just going to make that clear, okay? They look very good. I think everything, all the main guys that are going to be moving the indices, they look very good. All right, so that's what I was trying to make clear. But over here on the indices, there's not much to pay attention to right now. We're kind of just consolidating, so that's what I want to make clear here. All right, IWM and DIA, they're doing the same thing, all right? Well, DIA at least, a whole lot of nothing. IWM's taking a big hit, down 2%, while the indices are down like, QQ's up 0.3%, SPY's down 0.2%, DIA is down 0.3%, IW's down 2%. Are you crazy? All right, so this is nuts. All right, so, if there's any action going on, it's over here on IWM. But, I mean, IWM is not really the cleanest chart. We get this heavily traded zone going on over here. All right, but other than that, to pay attention to, yeah, you have this upsloping trend line, but I'm not even going to be paying attention to that. What I want to put on my chart right here level you broke out from. All right, let's just keep in mind right here is going to be your golden pocket. You're probably going to come back and literally flip what's going on over here. All right, and do something like that. All right, if I had to take a guess at that, you could put a zone right there. All right, that's where your sellers were stepping in over here. So, you know, if you come down here, anywhere here, you're probably going to have that battle going on. All right, so buyers could be stepping in there. All right, so that is pretty much it. That is all I got for you today. Indices, a whole lot of not much over there. All right, but I'm serious, guys. All right, everything else looks pretty good across the board. But again, we did have like quite a rally going on over here that came out of nowhere. It was fear based. It was a massive short squeeze. So like, hey, could we do some more? Yeah, we could do some more. But could we have that pullback? Yeah, we definitely could have the pullback. And I am going to still say, SPY, until you get over here, until you have a close above 451.55, I don't think we're even, you know, going to go test this gap fill. If you do test the gap fill, that's when you're over the 0.786 Fib 454 when we're coming up here. But like, until price shows us that it can get above here, what, you know, who are we to expect it to? That's what I'm getting at. Why are you going to expect anything from this chart right here? If anything, let's go with, you know, the likely scenario until proven otherwise is that we reject off here and see that cool down, probably down to the 445.22 level. And then we probably resume from there. All right. But we're going to have to take it as we go. All right. With that being said, everybody have a lovely rest of your day, and I will catch you tomorrow. Peace.